Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Lawn Mowing Simulator and Lawn Demons, where I've got one employee, a garage with 2 sets of mowers in it, and a dream of growing this thing and just kind of seeing what I can learn. I keep getting new things. It's certainly early enough in the sim that I've not even begun to, I think, really scratch the surface, but let's take a peek at what we can get into today. Alright, so we're here on Monday, and we've got a couple trash jobs, both at the Dino Safari. We've got this larger job. We've got 3 jobs here, so let's see, a rear garden, Adam's apple orchard. Alright, and this one looks really simple. Visually, this one seems simple. I'm just wondering if it's the trees that adds the complexity. But let's see. If I go here, need a general cut. Needs a big deck. The grass is pretty tall. Make sure you have a powerful mower that can do the task. So yeah, I don't have anything that big. If I go here, yeah, see, it's also recommending that deck width. So it's also long. And obviously this one I did. So I'm going to assign this one to Evie. I'm going to give her a slightly smaller one. And again, these are pretty much the same, but so we will confirm that, and then I am going to go ahead and take this one with obviously that and this trimmer here, and we're gonna have that be our day. All right, so a lot of trees, as I figured. Does look like pretty long grass here. So let me run around, pick up the objects, see what we've got. I don't know that it looked like it was going to be a bit of a rainy day, so I'm thinking that's probably going to make it worse. I know cutting grass normally when it's wet, that's not great. So, I'm a little worried. I assume rain does the same thing to grass in Britain that it does in the US, but, you know, I don't want to make any assumptions. So, alright, I'm just running around the edge just because there's nothing on the barrels, right? I don't know that there's anything to discover here. Alright, this is a big, a big space. Let's be honest. So I'm almost tempted to maybe do the run around and go around the trees first and then just quickly cut rows. That may be, and quickly is going to be a relative term here. Whoops. Oh, it's a stick. I'm like, did I find a shotgun? Just looked like this big long thing. There's some ripped up areas around here, that's for sure. Wow. I don't know, this may be the longest grass I've had in a bit. There's like a... Okay, I was worried I couldn't walk through the trees, but I can. So there's still 2 more pieces of something out here, which is a little crazy. I mean, I've got time. It at least gave me, you know, 7 minutes or whatever it was. I mean, the nice thing is this is open enough that I think I should be able to see things. And there we go. Awesome. So just being methodical, and we'll have all that extra time. And we're going to get on the vehicle. And we're going to start this up. Alright, so I can do 7. So I'm going to stick with that. Alright, So we're going to raise the cutting deck, and we're going to remember how much fun it is to do this stuff. So yeah, the question is, can I cut around the tree pretty tightly? I can't. Alright, so then the other question is, can I just go under the tree, or am I going to... Alright, I can go through, which is good. Let's see if I can continue at this pace. And definitely some challenges. This is where, like in Farming Simulator, that you just want some sort of line setup. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh boy. Yeah, I am overloading my engine, no kidding. Holy moly. I don't even know what I did there. There we go. Alright. Alright, so let's see if I can... Like, how low can I set the cruise? There we go. Alright. Because I'd rather go a little bit slow. Because even now it seems to be running a bit crazy. But if I can do this, then I can, you know, just kind of keep running along. So I'm going to run the edge quickly here. You know, again, quickly being relative. Let's see if I... No, that's too fast. So the trick is, it's like, how do you get it to go fast enough, but not too fast, is the real question. No! Whoa! Oh, there's just not a great secret in setting the cruise, I'll tell you that. Now that's too slow, or too fast. Ah. Maybe I can do it with the keys. Wow, that's a lot over there. Let's see if I'm careful. Maybe I can... No, okay. He's on the other side of the fence. I don't think I took a lot of damage, or any, hopefully, for that little tap. So let's see. If I do the tab... Just trying to get the cruise going. No. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try that. It's probably as good as this is going to get. I've just spent so much time screwing around. So yeah, I'm just not sure if this is going to be one of those. I may just post the video as it sits. But there's not a whole lot of talking I can do here. I mean, this is exactly what I figured. It's a rectangular orchard with a lot of trees in it. So that was kind of my feeling, is like, how challenging can it be? I mean, I get you've got all the trees, but other than that, it's the same challenge repeated 50 times, or however many trees we have, because we probably do have 10 rows, or 5 rows of 10 trees. I mean, now, the one area is a little shorter. Yeah, we've got these barrels here. That certainly doesn't help. But, and again, I don't want to run into things, so we'll get close, but we'll come by with a trimmer later. Because I don't remember if I need 99.9 or 99.5, but whatever it is. Like, the nice thing is, this doesn't go right up against the fence, so there isn't all the crazy stuff you'd get with every fence post, especially given that the fence posts here, for example, are on the inside. But I'm thinking this is one of the new things that we got given to us. But you can see, I mean, it's 5.4% with, you know, the situation I've got here. Ah, come on. I'm trying not to get off the cruise is the issue here. The blade condition is struggling, so that's the other problem I'm gonna have. Is I always struggle with the blade working. Alright, and again, if I need to touch it up, that doesn't seem like it's that challenging. But for a while I was like, oh, I can do 1 a minute, 1% a minute, but it's not really true because I thought I was falling behind because of the situation I had just with playing with the cruise, but I'm really not having that as my issue, which is a little disappointing. Alright, so we've got the part here where we're, again, not really doing much of anything, but then we'll have this whole space that I can walk up because I was going along the tree line, so I should still have a good amount here. But this is kind of my point, is I can go... Question is, can I speed up a tiny bit? I really can't. Oh, there we go. We got 2.1. Because I should be able to go a little quicker, but I think the 2.5 or whatever I had was just a bit too much. I don't know. Let me try 2.5 and see. I mean, because that is... Really, from 2.1 to 2.5 is almost a 20% increase in speed. So if I can do that... And that would be pretty good. So, and if I could get to the point, you know, I really almost need 1% every 30 seconds, because in theory it told me I should be able to be done in 46 minutes, but let's be honest, that's also with a 150 centimeter deck, which I don't have. I have 110, so this is probably easily going to take me an hour, which is part of why I'm struggling with you know, what do I do for the situation? Alright, well, we got a good amount of those. But then the question is, do I just keep going around? Do I come and... I just kind of feel like I want to get by these trees. And I've got a little method to the madness, is basically go through... You know, and then it'll be a little quicker, and then I can go across to get the other sides, and that will basically do the 4 sides. I know what I'm thinking about in my head. I'm not quite sure if the concept makes sense in just the explanation. I mean, when you see it, I'm sure it will, but... So there we go, we're 9.2, and the thing is, like, if it starts to rain more... See, I wonder, like, on a super rainy day, like, I assume, just like any business, like, you know, I can choose not to work and just skip the day, but then, obviously, I lose contracts and so forth, but I could also, on a really rainy day, I could pick up trash or something. Alright, so we're through there. Now, if I come through and just, I'll do the other side of the first row. You know, and at this point, then, I should be in pretty good shape, because there's enough space between the trees and the speed I'm going that I can, you know, do that. It almost makes sense to kind of cut across and then go around and back, I think. Although, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because otherwise I've got a lot in between, but once again, I don't know that I'm going to zip around. So, if that makes any sense. Alright. I just want to do a decent job. I just feel like this is making it worse. I think I really almost want to leave it that way, and then if I have to run small bits, I can. I don't know if I did a bit of damage there, but the good news is now I am at a further percent than I am in time, so I have slightly caught up, which is a good thing. So now we'll go this way, and so this is my idea. So I'm going to get these rows done. I guess I will jump away at that point, and when I start doing the across, I'll come back and you can kind of see where I'm at. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, so I am here, and now I am going to go make the other direction that I was thinking about, and then we'll see how this works. But this way, now see, these are a little harder because the trees are closer together here than I expected, and I can't quite get around that way. But this is what I meant when I said by going across, and then this way I've kind of hit all four directions, and you know, pretty much the grass is cut around the tree trunk at that point, is my thought. Now, you know, there may be a little bit left, but I can't imagine then that I'm going to have that much to cut. You know, and the challenge is obviously, as I'm seeing on the one side here, I'm missing some in some of the areas, but I could probably, you know, it'll still probably be quicker to touch that up. And at this point, I have not touched my cruise control. I've gone a little too fast a few times, but it's not been substantial enough that I'm really that worried about it. You know, but the thought is, once I do this, like, I have a really good result, and I've got the hardest part done, and then it's just going straight. Now somehow there I missed some near that tree trunk. That's interesting. So, you know, and it looks like there's a few blades waving here and there. So let's see, there's a little bit more room here, so maybe I can make it around. I can, so that's good. So it's just really those two trees over there that I couldn't make a good movement toward. See, I'm definitely looking through the trees a lot more because there's not enough space between the rows this way compared to the trees in the actual rows. So there's definitely a bit of a challenge there. Okay, oh, there's still another tree here. Alright, so I think I'll be alright with the rest of these, which is exceptional, because then I only have, you know, initially I was like, oh, I'm going to have to fix this at each row, you know, every other row, basically, but, well, it would actually be every row now that I think about it, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Alright, we're getting up to 45%, but, you know, at least you kind of know what I'm doing. You've seen the variation. You can see that I can do it better here. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on, and then once I get moving back and forth, I'll you know, I'll check back in periodically. I don't know how often, because at this point, you know, we're going to be looking at a half-hour long episode at least of just trimming the apple orchard. So I will be back in a little bit, but this should get most of the cutting around the trees, and, you know, maybe by the end of the orchard I'll be at 50%. So here we are. We might only need 97.5. I thought we were going to need 99.95, but this is looking Oh, we might need a little bit more, but like I'm right on that yellow line. So maybe we need 98. But either way, it's looking like maybe just this row is going to get me there. But, you know, I'll go as far as I need to. But figured I'd get you on here early, because again, I was thinking it was 99.5. But, well, it's not 98. So, I guess just keep going until it stops. Maybe 98.5, or maybe it will be 99.5, and it just is such a little space that we can't tell the difference. Okay, well, it's not 98.5, so we will keep moving along. But as you can see, you know, we're getting close here. I think had most of that, so I probably now need to get the you know, the spots here in between. So let me just get the in between the trees portion here. We'll go over that way. Now it will take a bit, because what you'll start to see is you know, maybe we'll get 0.1 between each area of the trees. We've got some of this laying around here, so we just got to be careful that we get everything. It's a little closer to the tree there, and then we've got more laying out there again. So I'm going to certainly cycle back around over there. But yeah, so that part is done, but that part up there is not. So this might get us to 98.8. But it's taken a bit of time. You can see 86 minutes. So I kind of was figuring an hour and a half was kind of what it was going to push me into. You know, I could probably hop over and do it a little quicker, but I'm just trying to be consistent in my approach here, and you know, just do what I need to get the rows done, and maybe both of these are. So yeah, we may need to get over to the end, but it's okay. Now I guess there's some here, and then there's some in between. Here there's a bigger swath, so this will definitely get us up to 98.8 or whatever. There you go, 98.9. And then we'll just get this piece here, and it will either be, all right, well, we've got a little bit there. If that little bit is necessary, I guess we'll worry about it. But at this point, we might need, might need every little bit we can get, so I guess we'll see. I was thinking it was going to be early, and I was wrong. So I don't think there's anything more than a width here. You can see we're getting up there pretty quickly, and that's partially because we're almost the full width. Oh. Interesting. So this may take more than I was thinking. Because yeah, if it was 99.75, I would have had it. I might get to 99.9 here. I guess we'll know in a moment. Alright, we did it. So that is a good thing. So I can move forward. 88.15, but I didn't have to get out and trim anything because of how I went around those trees. So that's, you know, definitely a nice thing. I don't think there's going to be any kind of penalty because of that. More importantly, I was really worried about the blade in the beginning, because we were definitely getting up to a lot of blade condition problem, but seems to be okay. So we'll get this up here, and I think it's Q to get off, which it is, and then we can head over here, leave the location, and we'll get a look at the orchard. Looks a lot nicer than it did when we came in, and the grass was, you know, 10 inches high or whatever it was, so I think we've done an exceptional job. But the nice thing is being able to do 2 large jobs like that should really move us up. So this is me. So we got the ground check bonus, ground check earnings. We did have some penalties and fines. We did run into a couple trees, which is okay. Only 157 RP. That's crazy that it was only that. Alright, and then next is Evie, and so she made 940. So that gets us to now 9,000 pounds. So, you know, her job was definitely less, but we also had to pay her. And then loan installment repaid. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And that gets our loan paid back. So 7,762.43. So same as always, let's go do our maintenance. I need to do a full repair on the vehicle, on the engine, the blade, and get the fuel. Oh wow, we've only 70.75 pounds for the fuel, so not bad on that. And then we'll fix mine. So 10, 169, 8 pounds, and a little bit more fuel, but nothing crazy there. Alright, so the active loans. So we have an outstanding amount here. You know, weekly repayments, again, are $13.50. So I can, you know, obviously I could pay it back a little bit early. I'm wondering... Oh, okay. So I can't repay unless I have the whole amount. So what I was thinking is, well, I could hit repay and maybe pay 5,000 or something, but it will not let me do that. You know, and again, I just need to get to these levels, so I need a lot of progress, you know, because I do have 1 bay available. I'd need another employee, so we definitely have some work cut out for us there. But I'd say in general, we did a pretty good job. And the nice thing is, as she gets better, so maybe let's look at the employees. I'm not sure if we can train her anymore. So time management will get her up a little higher. But yeah, at this point, I can't do anything else. So... But, you know, we'll get her up, and then, you know, she'll become better. But that little bit should help a little bit there. But we're still at the trusted rank, and I think that's as much as we can do today. But pretty happy with our progress. I think we, you know, made a few thousand pounds, and we're also then able to obviously make our weekly loan payment easily. So getting those bigger jobs. Now again, it looks like Tuesday's going to be a little bit wet, so not too excited about that, but we had a good start to the week, kicking off on Monday, and we will pick up, you know, next time with tomorrow. If you liked what you've seen and haven't dropped a like, please consider doing that. Helps with things on the YouTube world. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider that as well. And I will see you next time.